Thursdays at 9, only on the Weather Channel. Now you're local on the 8s.
Right now on a day planner, the stage is set for potential blizzard over the north central United States. A blizzard watch has already been issued for the northern Great Plains. Severe weather is expected to develop tomorrow night. Damaging winds and isolated tornadoes are expected. And NASCAR has raced on the beach at Daytona under the lights and even around the potholes, but has never run on a Monday until now. Nick is standing by with the details.
First time in its 54-year history, the Daytona 500 has been postponed today because of rain. NASCAR hopes to get the race in tonight. And joining us on the phone is NASCAR spokesman Kerry Tharp. Mr. Tharp, we're used to seeing some sports being played in the rain, of course, but racing's different. Does the track have to be completely dry for this race to happen?
Well, hello, Nick. It certainly does. We have to have dry conditions before we can conduct one of our events, but I tell you, about an hour and 15 minutes ago, the rain subsided and actually quit here in Daytona. We have jet dryers on the track, drying the track, and we are targeting about a 7 o'clock start. We'll drop the green flag probably a few minutes after that, but things are looking up here, and we're optimistic to have the event here this evening.
That is great news. Let's hope that we don't get another shower coming right over you. If that happens, how much time's needed to dry the track again?
Well, Nick, on a day like today, once we have the ambient temperatures where they are, and then also with the sunlight, it's about a 2 to 2.5 hour dry process. Now, when the sun goes down and the temperatures get cooler, you can tack on about an extra hour there. So then you would be looking at about a 3 to 3.5 hour dry process. So, right now it's partly cloudy. Temperatures are probably, I'd say, in the upper 60s. But it's certainly looking much better than it did earlier this morning.
So assuming we are able to get that 7 o'clock start time, can you get the entire 500 miles in, or it's likely we're going to see a shortened race?
No, we would not see a shortened race. So, the only way that would happen is if weather came in and we had reached the halfway point. But the average time of the 500 is just a shade under 4 hours. So the way that the weather is shaping up, at least the forecast that we're getting, and we used your service very, very much, is that I think the worst of the weather has gone through here, and we're hopeful to have a dry track tonight, be racing under the lights, as you all mentioned, for the first time for the Daytona 500. So, we're going to make some history tonight at doing that.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Carrie Tharp there from NASCAR. Appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Let's take a look at that forecast. And yes, we are calling for dry conditions as we head into this evening. 68 degrees by race time at Daytona International Speedway. And let's keep our fingers crossed that it stays dry.
And yeah, Nick, we definitely are crossing our fingers. Unfortunately, the radar is making us really nervous because you're looking here, showers and thunderstorms to the south of Daytona Beach, right? So all we need is that little pocket, that little area of opportunity. But notice off to the west, crossing I-75, we have another batch of showers and thunderstorms. So it's going to be kind of a close call, it looks like, once again. Much of the activity right now is in through Florida, central and southern Florida too. So we'll take another look here. A little bit of lightning showing up on the lightning tracker, but otherwise we're seeing the red and the orange. That's the heavy rainfall along I-75. If you're heading around Fort Lauderdale, you're in good shape. But Fort Myers, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms as well. It's been a bit soggy here in Mobile and also in through southern Louisiana. But overall, what we look for going ahead will be that potential for severe weather. So in place across the south, we have the warm and the moist air. Then we have that cold pocket of air aloft. That combination, very unstable. You add in a very active jet stream we have coming out of the west, and there's your developing storm system. In between the cold front and the warm front, that's the area that's favored for the severe weather, and that's what we're going to be watching for tomorrow and eventually on into Wednesday as it pushes, all of this pushes off to the east from Cleveland to Lexington to Memphis to Shreveport this time around. You too could be looking at some damaging winds and some hail, heavy rain, and even some isolated tornadoes. So the next couple of days out of this system will be a bit dicey. Make sure you keep it close to the Weather Channel. Nick?
All right, thanks, Maria. Let's take a look now at coming days. Your 7-day forecast starting with tonight with more snow making its way into the northern plains. We'll also see that pile up here into the Rockies, too. Might see a foot or more. And here southward, it is going to be rain developing and thunderstorms that could be severe, probably right north of, say, I-20. North into Oklahoma, Arkansas, portions of Kansas could see some strong thunderstorms with hail and damaging winds. Not outside the realm of possibilities, we could see some tornadoes too. Toward the north, that's when the snow really gets going. Some of it's going to be mixed with rain or freezing rain or sleet around the Minneapolis area, and that'll probably limit your accumulations to below half a foot. We'll see more north of Minneapolis. There's your temperature, 32 degrees the expected high. Look how warm it is and will remain across the south. With all these storms coming across, you'd think that maybe we could cool down the air a little bit into the southeast, maybe at least dry it out. Not going to happen. The pump is going to be primed for more severe weather on Wednesday. The Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley, down to the deep south could see that. Snow moving across the Great Lakes and into the northeast, and we'll see temperatures a little on the cool side there as well. Now we're going to find more temperatures still very mild southward, and here's the snow that is going to be well toward the north as those temperatures are warm. Southward, we'll probably see just a little bit of rain there around southern Georgia, portions of Florida. Mostly a dry forecast here, but a snowy day for you here on Thursday. Snow also into the northwest as another system comes in. And as this system makes its way eastward, we're going to find more snow, but a limited area of it here around portions of the plains and the western Great Lakes, but a pretty widespread area of potential severe weather. Again, tornadoes could be in the forecast. A wet time for you on Saturday up and down the East Coast with snow right behind it. Another dose of that even around the Great Lakes, and we'll continue to see that possibility into Sunday with some lake effect snow, but dry for much of the country with the exception being the northwest. Maria?
Just in time for your evening commute, the travel forecast is next on Day Planner. We have heavy snow, wind making for hazardous driving conditions for parts of the northern plains. We'll check the intersection.
And one of the best things about State